Hey guys, happy Sunday. Today is day 3 of our egg osmosis lab, and just kind of wanted to walk you through and give you guys all of the data. The lab is going really well now. As you can see, our egg is quite wrinkly. Almost looks like, when you sit in the bathtub too long, how our skin gets all wrinkly. And there's actually kind of a little bit of a correlation there. I'm going to go ahead and put that egg down into the distilled water. So now the egg is in the distilled water. The distilled water will be our final step, take us into day 4. But for today, what I'd like to give you guys is the data that we collected. The egg, as I mentioned, is very wrinkly. You can see the yolk inside quite well, especially when it was still in the corn syrup. You could really see the yolk inside. It was quite distinguished, able to see it. It's very interesting that the mass of our egg, again, when we started out, it was 63.1 grams. And then it bumped up to 74.8 grams when it sat in the vinegar overnight. And now that it has sat in the corn syrup overnight, it's down to 40.3 grams. So this egg has gained some mass and now lost some mass. Another thing to notice is that when we started with 250 milligrams of vinegar, and then it went down to 222 milligrams of vinegar. So that was interesting. But then yesterday, we started with 250, I think I said grams, guys, I apologize, milliliters. We started with 250 milliliters of the corn syrup, and look at that, 275 milliliters approximately remained in the beaker. It's a little harder to measure because the corn syrup has so much more viscosity or thickness. It doesn't pour as easy. So it was hard to know exactly 100% certain the amount that was remained in there. But the liquid rose definitely up into the 275 milliliter range. I was not able to pour it into the graduated cylinder, as I said, because of the viscosity. But here we are now. We've got our egg. It's going to sit in this distilled water overnight, and we will record the same data tomorrow, and we will then have everything fresh for Monday morning. You'll have all the data tomorrow, probably about midday by the time I get to the lab, because I want it to sit in for about 24 hours. And so then you'll have all of that data to be able to process and answer the questions that are within the lab. You'll be able to, if you look at the lab, you'll be able to fill out your data table. You will be able to create the graphs that it asks for. It asks for a bar graph and a line graph. And then there are some questions and calculations to be answered. And this is all what is assigned for Wednesday. You have your own copy of that, and you will create or finish that lab up with all the data and questions, and you'll finish that up for Wednesday. All right, guys, happy Sunday. Enjoy the day, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.